Hi, how's everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing well. Yeah, it's been a crazy week so far, with all these things going on, with the Canadian fire. I feel like I'm trying to just maintain a level of normacy in my life, and I'm trying to focus on things, and it's been like really, really challenging. And I've had to go into real like deep states of meditation in order to just you know balance myself out. It's just been it's been insane. So I'm here. I want to do a deep dive into the fires in Canada. um and I'm living here in the Northeast. I'm pretty like close to New York City, so I mean, I have pictures here that I took. I mean, they're pretty out there. I mean, the yellow skies, the weird looking sun. So let me share that with you, first of all. So you have here, you can actually compare. We can actually compare here. We have the window on the right, which is my right, which you can see it looks pretty strange and eerie. It looks pretty odd outside. And then you have the other window on the left, which was taken this morning, which looks pretty normal. And then we have this sun was, I took this picture yesterday evening. So the sun's looking pretty weird. And, a lot of people are reporting that they've been seeing like this either orange or like red sun. Even before this fire, they've been reporting this weird looking sun. So yeah, it's pretty out there, pretty odd what's going on. So let's take a look and see, who is behind this. I mean, it's really strange because yesterday around 1 o'clock, all this weird, the sky turned really strange. And before that, like I remember in the morning, it was fine. And then all of a sudden, I mean, there are fires that happen all the time in California. We never see things like this. So, it strikes me as very, very odd. And like, how can we see all this smoke from Canada, like all of a sudden? And the odor outside was like, not yesterday, but the day before on the 6th, I noticed like this burnt, like plastic odor. So how can that be? So from something that's burning, a fire that's burning wood, why would you have that odor? It doesn't make any sense. It's not adding up. So anyway, let's take a look and let's see who is behind, who's behind these fires. Okay, so who is behind the Canadian forest fires. Who is behind these Canadian forest fires in Canada? Okay, so first of all, I got the magician. So that's saying that it was something that was manipulated. Definitely manipulated. And Queen of Wands, okay, the outcome, Queen of Wands is like, this is saying that they wanted everybody to know about this. Like, this was meant to be broadcasted and something huge and big for everybody to know about it. Okay, so I'm getting Queen of Pentacles. I'm also getting Six of Wands. What I'm understanding from this is that this is something that was created by nature initially, and was sort of like being monitored, but initially it was created by nature. But then it was taken and changed. It was like changed over. All right, so I'm definitely getting that it is deep state interfere, like the deep state stepped in and they pretty much made it worse than what it was supposed to be. They intensified it. It was intensified. That's what I'm getting here. Oh wait, this is supposed to be like this. But then it looks like, all right, so it looks like military stepped in. They've already stepped in behind the scenes, and taken control of it quickly. And it looks like they acted really quickly because the Knight of Wands and the Eight of Wands is also quick action. So they acted quickly. All right, so what I'm getting is that, yeah, it was the deep state. They took something from nature, intensified it, and through technology, this could also be technology, through technology, they intensified it. But then the alliance stepped in, the white hats, and have taken control of it. So, I mean, if you see things, like the media saying, oh, it's so terrible and exaggerating, as you can see from my pictures, like it looks like things are under control because they set the advisory until like tonight, but it looks like everything's under control. Okay, so I'm going to ask. So I was going to ask, was the fire intentional? So, I mean, I already answered that question. Yeah, it was intentional. Okay. Okay, so then there's another thing going around. It's just fear porn that they are saying, and I saw this on TikTok, about the fires, creating the fires in order to occupy people's lands, in order to push them into cities. So, like so people like, which is part of like the reset, which is the bad reset, the negative reset of the 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 world agenda for the bad guys. So I'm going to ask, are the fires related to the great reset, like the negative one? Okay, are these fires, or no, you know what, are these fires related to the deep state taking over people's land and forcing people to go to the cities, to live in the cities? So are the fires related to the deep state taking over land and forcing people, moving people to the cities? Okay. So I'm gonna tell you, no, it's not. This is not the plan. Um, I'm not seeing that. I'm seeing there's a work in progress. I'm seeing deals. There were deals that were made. I'm even getting that, the alliance has made deals with the bad guys, to use their brands. But I'm not getting that this is that's what it is. I'm not getting that. We have the sun here, which is a wonderful card, and then you have a strategy. So this is part of a strategy. And you have the chariot, this is a military operation. It looks like there's a military operation behind the scenes, justice. This is all about for the good of humanity. Even though it doesn't look like it, it looks really painful. This is all to out the bad players. So it doesn't look like that's the strategy. I'm not getting that. That's just people are just putting out fear porn. So really, please don't pay attention to that. All right. So my next question is, um, what do we need to know about the smoke itself in New York City? Is it toxic? Is it just like an irritant? Is it bad? Is it bad for our health? What do we need to know about that? Wish card. Okay. I'm not getting that, I'm not getting, yeah. Okay. So this is like a wish card, but it's I'm not feeling that, this is the question. So this is the desire, you know, the desire for people not to be affected, but then this is like causing anxiety and fear. But then you have here, this is a manipulation. So I'm not getting that it is going to affect people in a bad way. I'm kind of like, I'm not getting that it is. And it seems like this is like the location this can represent the city, the location, and I'm also getting that the media might run with this and say, just twist it around and make it seem like people are being affected by it health wise. But I'm getting more of it like a mental thing, like an anxiety. I think that the media is gonna like they're gonna twist it around and say and exaggerate, which they already are. They're already exaggerating it and make it worse than really what it is. Okay, and then the other question is, will this affect people's long-term health? Because I mean, I remember during 9/11, all that smoke affected people's long-term health, especially, the firefighters and the people that were in ground zero, the cops, all those people were affected. So, is this going to affect our long-term health? I'm not getting any scary cards. I mean, this is a great card. This is a great card. Health, happiness, celebration, spiritual rejuvenation. I'm not getting like this is going to be that it's going to be like a long-term thing where it's going to affect us. I'm really not getting that. I think it was just like an irritant, but I'm not getting, anything like that. Um, the next question is, oh, another thing I wanted to show you. Let me see, because it was about the sun. As you can see, let me share my screen. NASA has the ability to make clouds. So, this is footage of them making clouds. So if they have the ability to make clouds, they definitely have the ability to make this yellow smoke garbage, or to make us think we're being invaded by aliens, or, like anything. I mean, the technology is out there to manipulate the public. So I would take this all in with a grain of salt. So I just wanted to make you aware of that. But anyway, I wanted to ask about if there's what is the reason we are seeing an orange sun? Is it related to the solar flash? Is it, is this smoke preventing the solar flash from happening, or solar flares? Why do we keep seeing this orange sun or red sun? And this is like going back into May where people are reporting this. Like, what do we need to know about that? Very peculiar. Let's see if Spirit wants to tell me anything about it. Cloaked. So we have cloaked. The sun's being cloaked. The high priestess. The secrets. There's some secrets here. Things going on in the background. Why don't they want us to know? I knew it. See, again, we're being like held back. We're being held back from something. And I keep feeling we're being held back. Why are we being held back? Let's see, Six of Cups. So my question was, is this related to like the solar flash? But it kind of doesn't want to answer it, answer the question. And you have the sun right here. I mean, we're definitely, you know, see, I think because if you look at these cards and then you look at this one, I think it's the solar flash or the solar flares or the solar energy. It's being fed to us, little by little instead of all at once, because it could be that we may not be able to take it all at once and people would go insane. So I think it's being fed to us, like the effects of the sun are being fed to us a little bit of, at a time in doses. And then you have the Six of Cups, which to me means that this is where we're with the sun in its natural position and its natural way of being. We're going to be going back to how it was, thousands, if not, a million years ago, but we're going back to the past and aligning with where we're supposed to be. But it's just happening. I guess it has to happen at a slower pace. It looks like it has to happen at a slower pace instead of all at once. That's what I'm getting from the cards. All right, very interesting here. Okay, and that concludes everything for today. And I hope everybody stays well. And please subscribe, like, and share. And comment if you would like. And if you would like to donate, my link will be down below. And also check out my website, divinelightreadings.net. All right. Goodbye for now. Love and light.